the simple things. Like my hair was supposed to be pushed to the side like this. I was supposed to look cute. My baby hairs was given, and now it's like, what happened? You know what? The video is still going up because the devil's not gonna try me today. Okay. It's been a long time since I recorded a long video for my YouTube channel. So if you're still here and you've stuck around, holding it down with your girl, just want to say thank you for being here. And if you're new, my name is Juju. I go by I'm Juju P on social media, on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and comment what you think. This video is going to be a little bit of a life update since I've been gone for so long. A lot has happened, and I just wanted to come on here and say, hey, I'm alive, and this is what's been going on. The topics today are going to be about motherhood, marriage, military lifestyle, my fitness journey, my occupation, which is a content creator. And we're going to be talking about spirituality because I've been dibble and dabbling? Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. With my spirituality and just learning about myself, what I believe in, and what is my belief system like. Basically, yeah, I just said the same thing 2 times in a different way. Anywho, let's go back to the beginning. Motherhood has been a lot. For the most part, it's been great. I love my son. If you watch his videos on Instagram, you already know he has an Instagram account. I'm going to link that around here somewhere. My son is amazing. He's a 2-year-old, but with that age comes a lot of learning, patience, just a lot. These kids are bad, okay? Like, this is not easy. Parenting is so ghetto, but in the long run, it is so worth it. So there's good and there's bad. If you're new to my channel, then let me go ahead and catch you up really quickly. But of course, you can always go back to my previous videos to learn a little bit more about my life before now. So my husband was on deployment for a good 200 and something days, about 7 months, and I live in California. I was out here alone with my toddler, so I basically had to deal with being a single mom technically for a long period of time. And within that time frame, we built a routine. But now that my husband's back, things have changed. We're in a period where we're still learning. I mean, I guess we sort of have a norm by now because it's been a few months, but it's still something new because we have a 2-year-old for the first time. So as he's changing, we need to change as well to adapt to his growth. Because we're out here for a short period of time, we only have one vehicle. So moving around is not the easiest for me when my husband's away at work. So I've been staying at home a lot, and with that has come a lot of me just being on the phone, and mommy guilt kicks in, and I feel like I'm not doing enough and we're not out enough, and then frustration happens. It's just a whole group of emotions that is caused due to the lifestyle that we currently have, because it's a hard temporary for us. So within this time as a mom, I've been trying to find ways to show him, my son Zakai, a little bit more love, even if it's at home, just researching activities that we can do so that we're bonding and I'm not just like, oh, turn on the TV and I'm on my phone. So I've been working on that a lot, decreasing screen time for the both of us, because it's not just the child, it's the parent too. The more you're on your phone, the less you're paying attention to your kid. I'm learning to not take my circumstance for granted, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of moms out there that have to wake up to go to a 9 to 5 that they don't really like, just to take care of their child, and not and they don't have the ability to actually be at home with their child. So I'm learning to appreciate the little things and the big things, because that's a big deal, that I get to wake up to my son every single day and I'm able to teach him. He's able to learn from me. I'm able to watch him grow, watch him learn new words on a day-to-day basis. So I'm learning to appreciate those wins, because time comes and time goes, and before you know it, he's a teenager and he doesn't really care about having any bonding time with mom. And I'm gonna wish that I had took advantage of that time when he wanted, to play with me, playing with mom, and have mom's attention and stuff. So I'm learning that in this season as a mom. All right, next topic: marriage, military life. I kind of touched on that a little bit in the whole motherhood topic, but if you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel or following our Instagram account at Derez's History, you are missing out. I'm going to give you a little bit of a background of what Derez's History is, but for the most part, if you want to know more about my marriage and spicy stories that we have to tell, definitely check out our YouTube channel. I'm going to link it around here somewhere. It's going to be in the description box. But Derez's History is basically a brand that my husband and I have built around a podcast where we speak about our millennial marriage, parenting, childhood trauma, etc. We give stories, real stories about our personal life to share relatability, or even an example, give you an example of a Black couple that's out here still together 11 years plus and constantly working on keeping that family dynamic together. Using that a little bit like therapy to bond, and also open the floor to topics that we don't necessarily speak about often, or things that we should speak about. So that's where we're at. In terms of military life, we're, like I said, in California currently, but soon we'll be transitioning to civilian life, hopefully, God willingly, and we'll be moving, hopefully, God willingly. Everything's so uncertain with the military. So hopefully we are looking to move in the near future. Where, I don't know yet. We still are waiting for that confirmation. You're going to have to subscribe to my YouTube channel and keep up with us on Instagram, and follow our Derez's History channel to find out what happens next. If you follow me on Instagram, again, at I'm Juju P, then you know that I've gone through quite some changes with my body. I started my fitness journey back in January 3rd, 2021. Was it 2022? I'm going to have to insert something here. And I lost over 20 something pounds. This was all while my husband was away on deployment. When he got back, I sort of maintained, and right now I'm sort of getting over the maintaining phase and looking to lose fat and build muscle. Before, I was so caught up with the my weight and wanting to just lose weight. I didn't care about whether it was muscle or not. Of course, I was doing strength training, but I didn't really have my main focus. My goal was to lose weight and to see a number on the scale that made me happy. Right now, I don't care about the scale. I barely weigh myself. I still do, but not as often, because again, my goal is not to be a certain number when it comes to the weight. My goal is to decrease fat percentage and gain muscle. I have to measure myself with a measuring tape to see, and obviously take progress pictures. So before and afters, to see if I'm getting the results that I want. increasing my protein. You guys know that I'm on a mostly plant-based diet, so I'm still learning how to make that work for me and my fitness goals. So that's where I'm at with fitness, and also, I guess, nutrition. I sort of snuck that in there. If you guys want to see what I eat pre-workout, or what I eat period, to maintain and to build muscle, because I know there's a lot of people out there like, how do you get your protein in a plant-based or vegan diet? It's possible, and I show that on my Instagram almost every day. I'm always sharing what I eat and the protein and stuff like that. So if you're interested in that, definitely go ahead and follow me on my Instagram at I'mJujuP. Oh, and make sure you hit that like button if you're still here and you're rocking with me and you're enjoying this conversation. Is it a conversation? You're enjoying this video? Make sure you hit that thumbs up. It really helps my channel a lot, and it motivates me to continue to post on here. I guess that's a great segue to get into my occupation, what my life has been like being a content creator. And let me give you a quick synopsis of how I became a content creator. I was working with Navy Federal for almost 2 years, and I decided to quit my 9 to 5 to become a full-time content creator. I have a whole video over here about that. So if you want the details, definitely click on that video next. It's been 2 years since I've become a content creator, and I guess the number one question that I would be asked is, was it worth it? Absolutely. Absolutely. I wake up every single day happy, excited to do what I love to do, what I'm passionate about. So yes, it is so worth it. Is it sustainable? Right now, it's not. It's not sustainable. I'm not getting paid as much as I would have been getting paid at my 9 to 5. That is a given. It's just something that happens right now. We content creators are fairly new. This occupation is still growing, and people are still learning to understand it. It's not that easy to make a living off of it. Can you make a living off of it? Obviously, absolutely. Some content creators are lucky. You know, one thing goes viral and they're getting calls about deals and movies and appearances. Sometimes I feel like I'm wasting my time and not doing enough to provide for my family, but fortunately enough, I have a husband that's very supportive in my vision, and he sees it too. So that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me striving, even when I feel like, what are you doing, girl? Like, what are you doing? Even when my family and friends are looking at me online like, what is she doing? What is she really doing? So it's not easy being a content creator, but I continuously wake up every single day and I tell myself that what I'm doing right now is for a reason, and I choose to believe that God has a plan. And so that's where we get into, ooh, look at me with the segues running smoothly. Let's get into spirituality. Lately, I've been working on mending my relationship with God, because I feel like I kind of lost him, or I let go of him, because he's always there, but I've let go of my belief system and kind of let it do whatever. And I've realized that it has caused me a lot. When I look back and think of times where my faith was strong, I remember how I felt. I felt empowered. I felt aligned. One of the biggest reasons why I quit my job was because I felt aligned and confident, and I felt God was with me. If you watch that video, I hope you're able to feel through the screen just that energy that I was giving off, and that energy was not normal. That energy was not something. Even right now, as I'm speaking, it's coming back, because call me crazy if you want. I really don't I don't care, but I'm learning to get back to that person. I'm learning to get back to being rooted and letting my spirit guide me. So that's where I'm at with my spirituality. Do I have it all figured out? No, I don't. I'm still learning what I believe in. I'm still asking questions. One thing that helped me recently was I was watching the Know For Sure podcast. I don't know if you guys are into that podcast or know of it, but if you're not and you've been feeling what I've been talking about, you should definitely check it out, because they're dope as fuck. Recently, it was a recent episode where Braylon was like, B. Simone. She's one of the podcast hosts in the Know For Sure podcast. She was like that she's going through the same thing that I'm basically saying, where she's like learning God, studying him. But the difference between her and me is that she actually has a guide. Her best friend, Megan Ashley, which is the other host, is very is a warrior when it comes to spiritualities. She's very educated in that department, and so B. Simone kind of uses her as a guide, and it's helpful to have someone like that. I don't have that. So I'm sort of figuring this out on my own through my own experiences. So that's where I'm at with that. Oh, and what I wanted to say about the episode specifically was that there was a moment where she said that she's constantly asking God to show himself to her, like to show him who he is. And I took away that and have been using that in my life. I've been constantly asking for guidance out. Well, however you pray. The way I pray is like if I'm in the shower, if I'm meditating, like, or if I'm washing the dishes, doing something that requires me to zone out. In those moments, I've been practicing asking God to show himself to me, show me who you are, remind me of who you've been, because you've always been there. Just remind me. And when you do, help me retain that excitement for knowing you. Because like they said in the episode that I'm talking about, I'm going to have to link it below when I find it. We tend to experience the supernatural or God, and we'll build excitement for knowing him in that moment, but it's very temporary, and we tend to forget and lose it quickly. So I've been asking that when it does happen again, that I can retain that excitement and not forget what he's done for me. So yeah, guys, that's my life update. Let me know if you're going through anything that I've mentioned. It's very helpful to find people that are like-minded or experiencing the season that I'm in. Yep, that's all. I don't want to get redundant or anything like that. I just wanted to get on here and share with you guys a little bit of me. Always follow me on social media for sure to know what I'm up to on a daily. I hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that like button, comment below any takeaways. I want to know what you think. All right, bye guys.